Hey guys, so this is video 3 of our self-growth series and we're focusing on overcoming old habits. So I'm going to make this a little bit of a longer video just from personal experience. I have some things to share. One thing is the process is so that we name our bad habits or the situations where we feel like we want to make better decisions, and we just like name these things. So whatever your name is, bad habit, no thank you today, bad habit. But the other thing is basically it's a good idea also to kind of name your good self, your new habit, your new self. And I named myself Maynard. It's a funny name my aunt gave me when I was a young kid, so it was like a little nickname for when I was a kid. So I'll be like, no thank you, bad habit. Today I want Maynard to make better decisions, and Maynard's going to eat that salad instead of eating that junk food. So that's another key point, is to give yourself like a good name, and that helps. The other thing is that, you know, this sort of like process of having these impulses show up can show up like over a long period of time. Like, I mean, however long it takes, but it's okay. Just keep naming it. Keep saying like, okay, this is just an idea of the bad habit. This is the bad habit, whatever you name it. Like, okay, I talked about pulp impulse before, and that's what I call when I have like a craving for junk food. So I could be like, yeah, no, thank you, Pulp Impulse. Like, I am going to eat clean tonight. I don't want to have junk food. And then Pulp Impulse will say, like, it'll maybe sometimes it brings other ideas and be like, well, what about this? Or, like, don't you really, that really could be actually kind of good. And, like, there are these pieces of self talk that it tries to pop up. But I'll be like, actually, you know what? I kind of like see that as just an excuse. So, Pulp Impulse, like, I think that Maynard is going to call the shots tonight, and he wants to do better. So, you can have this dialogue for a long time, and that's okay. Just keep naming it the name that you've named it, and be like, that's just a thing. That's just a thing. And I just am telling you that sometimes that these ideas can take different shapes, and they can like sort of be insistent in a way that feels uncomfortable, to be honest with you. But that's okay, because like I know, like I have experienced, thankfully, that I know that doing the thing that in the long run I want to do is like better, and like pretty soon that idea will just pass, and like when I wake up in the morning, I'll actually feel better, and I'll be like, okay, good, like, I have more energy now. And so it's a positive feedback loop, but at the beginning it's just difficult. So like, don't be afraid of that like difficulty. And you can easily, like, that's why it's nice, is because when you name something, you pull it outside of yourself, and it's not just you like doing good or you doing bad. It's like there are these habits, like, I mean, they do have like certain like thought processes that they've thought of before. So like I can tell myself something from the past and just be like, oh yeah, but you do like this. So it's like, yes, 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 I get it. Like, there are certain aspects of yourself from the past that they continue to speak to you, but we all have like sort of a future self, and that's actually what we're doing, is we are creating our future self with better habits. So we're just naming that previous habit, naming it, and moving into our new habit. So it's fine to sort of say like, that was my previous self, and now I have like a new self. And I just think that naming those previous selves can be helpful. One other thing too, so basically, I think it's also good to have like a general past self. So I have like mentioned, I have like 6 names, like 6 different like situations, like from money to like social anxiety to all these. One thing I did come up with was um, a general sort of like self-sabotage thing. So it's like, okay, I have these bad habits. They kind of like, if they go unchecked, they become self-sabotagey. So I just take a moment and I'm like, okay, Is there anything, is there, like, I forget what I call it, actually. I need to, see, that's the thing, I'm actually having trouble remembering some of them, which is fine, but, like, I'm new to this, so, um, whatever my general one could be, it could just be general silly guy, and I could just be like, okay, so, all right, feeling good, staying connected to myself, like, wiggling my hands, my toes, my breath, breathing, and I'm in my body and good. Okay, now is there a general is general silly guy like here? Like, nope. Like, I'm good and yeah, and in general, I can say, like, yeah, so now I'm, like, saying goodbye to the general silly guy, the previous habits. I'm intentionally saying goodbye to my previous habits, and I'm saying hello to Mr. Maynard, the new and improved version of me. So I think that could be nice to be like, no, yes, and you can have, like, a general name for the no side of you that you're saying no to, and a different name for the new guy that you're saying hello to. So those are kind of the tips. So just to review, we can say, like, over and over again in many different contexts, like, no thank you to the old one, and just know that that can be persistent, because it sounds like crazy, like it's like, oh, it's somebody talking to me, but it's like, it's just actually a habit because you did, like, normal things. Like I said in the previous video, like, back when we were kids, there was no such thing as, like, healthy or unhealthy food. We just did stuff. And then we learn when we get older that, like, actually, that's, like, quite a habit that I've had here for, like, multiple years. And so I need to just have a conversation with that previous part of myself, and just kind of say goodbye to it and say the hello to the new version of myself. And that's, like, pretty normal. It just feels strange because those previous thoughts, those previous patterns, they took shape before you knew any better. They took shape for many years. And so they will kind of come at you a bit at first. And so it's okay to just say, like, over and over again, call it out, name it, and then say yes to the new version of yourself. So those are my tips, and thank you for sticking along. I know a lot of you guys are really good content creators. You make really succinct content, very dynamic and fluid content that I'm sort of new to. I've uncovered these things, which is why I wanted to get it out to you guys. And it is dynamic, but it has been working really well. So I want to get it out to you. I want it to be very thorough and useful for you guys. So thank you for taking the time. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions or how it works for you. I'd love to hear it. So have a great one. Bye.